Hey YouTube, I figured I'd make a video about some of the lumber that I cut. Really happy with this, to see this. I cut stickers the other day to put between the lumber, and these are the 2x4s that I cut. I need 8 footers and around 50 of them to be able to make the solar kiln. You see I have a fan there running. And I've been checking the moisture content with with the meter, and it, like the 2x4s that are like on these shelves here are at 10%, and the wood coming off the mill is like 30% or better. So I put it in here because it was very hot in the greenhouse, so it's generating heat, and I'm figuring that the air is helping it. I don't know. I don't have a big enough pile to really weight it down, as I don't know if I can back up here. Yeah, as you can see, but I'm getting there. So let's see, 10, 20, 30 on a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 36 2x4s. Plus, I cut the stickers, but I used my forming lumber from the concrete to cut the stickers out of, because it said, what I've read, it said that you should use dry wood for stickers. And those of you who watch my channel for the hydroponics, you can see how the tomatoes are taking off like a rocket. My cabbage way over in the back there, the leaves are getting very big, and everything else in there that's growing seems to be doing well. So a lot of nice sun over the weekend, so that was all good. I'll take you over to the mill here. My neighbor that was helping me cut those 2x4s and stuff yesterday keeps his backhoe at my place when he's not around, and the other day it didn't want to start, so he ended up buying a new starter, so we got to fix that, so he has his running. But what I wanted to show was some of the other wood that I got from. I can't believe how nice this lumber is. I really, it takes a little bit of effort, but comes out pretty nice. I know this is the second time I've taken a picture, and gosh darn tarps on the thing, but anyway, those are like, I guess they call them scabs or whatever, that come off the edge of the wood. I know that white one looks like it's a board, but actually it's only a ½ an inch thick, and the bark is right there on it. Here's some more stickers. Now these are wet stickers, and since I got nowhere else to put wood right now, I started piling some of these 1x on here. So got a nice pile there, and it doesn't take much to start adding up the price of this wood. Like if you buy 1x12 over at Lowe's, I think they're around 13 bucks or better a piece. So these boards are, I mean, look at this wood. There's this one board here, this one here, barely has a knot in it. I mean, that top one only got one, and I don't know if you can call that little guy a whole knot. That one there, it's like a part of a knot. So to me, and I've used a lot of lumber in my life, you're looking at almost, it's between number 1 and select with the logs that I've cut this out of. So got to see what's going to happen with it. I don't like this pile laying here or all the sawdust, but at the moment I'm having a little hard time getting straightened up to the point where I can know where to put this. I'm going to take it and cut it into firewood and start stacking it, but I'm not sure. In other words, I don't have a good system yet. So yeah, we cut pretty much, for us. I mean, we're not production cutting at the moment either. There's something I want to show that I made though here, that I think, you see this piece of paper I have here? Just bear with me for a second. I have on here the log diameters, right, in inches, and then what the cant size is. It was really weird. It dawned on me the other day, where did they come up with the word cant? And I believe that it's not even a lumber term. I believe it's a math term. Because if you think about it, a secant is a line that crosses over a circle. And really, the cant, I believe, is some sort of slang that came from figuring out the largest square that could be in a circle. So this thing really helps me, because what it does is, like, say for 16 inches, if I have a 16-inch diameter log, I know that I can get an 11-inch cant out of that. So if you think about it, if I cut true 2x4s to the full size, 4, 8, 12, at least I can get 3 2x4s out of that, plus a couple of 1x. And you need to be able to think of that ahead of time, because you want to cut the 1x off the cant before you cut the 2x4s, or else you end up with small pieces of 1x. So anyway, I made a spreadsheet on Excel, and I printed that thing out, and it seems to be pretty nice. What it does is it helps me to figure out how big of a cant that I can make, like, almost immediately. I don't have to be hee-hawing around with it or trying to figure anything out. So it makes it like I say, when you measure the log, you can eyeball a cant size. I'll just look at this log and tell you what I'm thinking here. For instance, this log, okay, what you can do is you can figure with a tape measure, I don't know, let's say you judge a square to be somewhere like from here, or maybe here, down, over, up, and back. But judging it doesn't always work out so well, and you want to use the smaller end of the log when you use this cant method that I am. But what it does is, when your log's sitting on the bunk, you can measure, from the whole log, and then you figure, like, let's say it says that the biggest square in there is 11 inches, and if that's 16 inches, then you divide that in half. So 11 from 16, what is that, 2.5, or no, 3, yeah, 2.5 inches. So you can come down 2.5 here, maximum for the full-size cant, cutting off scabs or whatever you can get out of that. And you can get, boards from them. You just got to be careful, but you can cut that off. You roll it, do the same thing, roll it, do the same thing, and you end up with a nice square. And I believe that's how they get away, like Georgia Pacific and them that cut lumber. That's how they get away with doing it with a computer. I believe the computer is calculating the square that fits in there, and that's how they cut the lumber according to that. So anyway, it's pretty neat. I'm enjoying cutting this stuff, and the most fun part is adding up the boards. I just got a little notebook here. I used to use these type for surveying. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start keeping track of how many really nice boards, not just with bark or nothing, on nice boards, how much they actually are worth, because I want to see how long it takes for the sawmill to pay for itself. And I know, depending upon what kind of a mathematician you are, you can say, well, the sawmill isn't really paying for itself because the lumber's sitting here. Well, my money sits in the bank too, and it still is there. I mean, it doesn't earn much anymore, with the CDs especially. But the point here is that wood that's over there is worth, to me, about 13 bucks a board, or 12 bucks a board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 5 across. So 25 boards, $12 a piece. It adds up. So between that and the stuff that I have, the 2x that I have, makes it worth doing. Now, if I could sell the wood or whatever, and I don't know if people are going to take advantage of me having a sawmill, I would like it if they did. That would even make it better. But for now, just for my own use, I'm very happy with this. And I want to cut up the pine first. You got that nice one. There's a nice one right there. This one is pine, this big one. This is oak, red oak. This one here is pine, and that's a big pine. So I got to get quite a bit of lumber out of those, and the two smaller ones are pine as well. So, Alright guys, well it's the end of the day. It's a little cooler than it was before. The sun is going down in the west over there. So have a good one, and thanks for watching my channel. Bye.